comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. It's Saturday and it's Slabber Day, and that can mean only one thing. And if we could just figure out what that one thing is, we can have a show. Oh, it's time for OnlySlabs. Is that possible by myself? No, Chris, help me out here.
Here I am.
Wow, way to bring the energy. I appreciate that, sir. Welcome, wake up, good afternoon. Chris, I know that it's been a bit cold in Canada, and I'm glad that you came to join us here in sunny California today.
It is.
Welcome.
Dude.
I know it is. It's great. I took my car to the dealership to drop it off this morning. I would flip-flop, shorts, t-shirt, nothing else. Just no big deal. It's nice.
I know. I was in the backyard and I look outside of the backyard. I'm like, oh man, there's some overcast right now. Oh, it's unfortunate. Oh boy. And then I started thinking of Chris and all of our friends back east, and they're like, I'm probably like, they probably hate us right now. They probably hate us. Like,
this is why we pay what we pay to live here.
Exactly.
You guys are sure making it hard to like you both, I'll be honest right now. But I do want to preface this by saying, Rob and I have had some guests on here that Rob has met. We've had some guests on here that I have met. We've had a very select few that Rob and I have both spent time with, and E is one of those select few that we've actually had the pleasure of meeting in person. And I'm really excited about today's show. As most of you know, E is a Transformers fan like Rob and myself. E is also a big Miranda Brothers fan like myself. So I'm hoping to see some of the fire that shows up today.
I'm sorry, who? What are those names? I don't know what you're talking about.
The great thing is I've slept with both of you. I mean, shared a hotel room with both of you guys.
Waka waka.
All right. And on that note, let's do that thing that we do. It's time for Romper Room.
Romper bomper, stomper boo, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play?
The show took a left turn at Albuquerque, but Vogs is here. He says, hey, Rob, Chris, Eman. And speaking of Albuquerque, somewhat within the same state anyways. Les Crucius, how you doing, sir? Hooray, happy to have you. TM Nerdy, let's go, Eman. Hey, Rob. Hey, Chris. The Adventurous Joe, it's an episode of Who Has the Best Hair? Eman's automatically wins. Happy Slabber Day, everyone.
I just hold that right there. I just like how the 2024 and the 2025 best hair, mustache, facial hair, and all that good stuff winners are here right now. It's back to back right here.
I just want to say, yeah.
Chris is like, for the love of God.
Let's see, Matt, Heroes for Hire. Oh, bye. E-bands on OnlySlabs.
Hair and weather.
Heroes for Hire Comic Club drops a $2 super chat, and he says, F cancer, and we appreciate that. This first one goes out to you, Matt. And of course, that's our opportunity to remind everybody that 100% of the channel revenue does go to benefit comics curing cancer, an official campaign of the American Cancer Society. It's how we pay for all that shipping and everything that we do throughout the year, support the channel and our ongoing fight against the true villain, cancer. Thank you so much for those super chats. And speaking of which, I think we've got another one coming up here in just a second. But first, I want to say good afternoon from Jean Below. Then Marty Alechko, happy Slab Day, everyone. I just want to make sure we're clear. We've been doing the chat for just a couple moments here. Canada is far in the lead here with chats. I'm just saying. They're coming out to represent. Speaking of Marty, he says $2 super chat. Cancer sucks. Please donate today. Thank you, sir. This one is yours.
time I ever asked for anything I really wanted.
Of course, Marty also says, hey, A1 from day one, whoop, whoop, 36 months, a channel member helping the fight against cancer. Thank you so much, Marty. You, sir, are a true gentleman. Appreciate you so much there. Robert Monroe, happy Slabber Day. Wayne Deacon, hey, everyone, send some snow over to the UK, please.
Why? Why?
When it's something that's a novelty, it's exciting. When it's your day-to-day life, it becomes monotony.
It becomes cold.
So, Aileen, hello, hello, Slab Day Saturday watchers. Cliff on Comics, happy Slabber Day, folks. The Comiverse, good Slabber Day afternoon, everyone. I like donuts. Happy Slabber Day, everyone. Let's see here. We want to say hello to Brian LCS. Happy Slabber Day, all. Stephen C. Leafy Substances. Happy Slabber Day, Henchman and Goon Squad. Nerdy Geek Comics. What's up, everyone? Happy Slabber Day. So I know that hotel. $14.99 Australian Super Chat coming in from down under. Mad Spidey. It's Jason Momoa time.
Is that like $5 US?
I think he's talking about you. No, hey, the Australian dollar has gone up recently, and the US dollar has been going down recently.
Yeah.
Correlation? I don't know, but this one's for you.
Free refills with that?
Brian Barrick, good day, all. Don't worry, he'll be back. Mr. Comics 89, happy Slabber Day, wheels up and coming home in 18 hours. That means next week he gets to sleep in on Saturday.
Yeah,
he's over in South Korea where it's 3:30 in the morning to be here for this show.
Oh my God, Mr. Comics.
And so, so when he gets to sleep in, I don't know what he's going to do with himself, but we appreciate you, sir. And then he'll be coming up before you know it as a guest here on OnlySlabs. Cliff saying hello. I have comic issues. Hello, everyone. Hey, Eman. Minus 7 degrees Fahrenheit in New York. Oof. Canadian survivalist dropping some emojis. Sorry about your luck, Chris. Sunny degrees. Oh, wow. West coast of Canada's got some warmth. Tate Prime saying good morning. Nucky and Futz. Cancer sucks, and that's all I have to say about that. There's really not much more to say about it, really, to be honest. Comic Collector Coach, happy Slabber Day, everyone. Another future guest on the show. Jeff Jack, good afternoon. The Real James Willie, Rob, Chris, E-Man. It's a brisk 29 degrees in DFW right now. Yo, today is day 31 of my alcohol-free January in support of Canadian Cancer Society in my memory of my dad. Congratulations.
Good
sir.
job, Jagger. Love it.
The Kingdom of Nerds dropping in saying hello. Happy to have you with us here. Bat Dan, Evening Slabbers from Blighty, England. Let's see here. We got there's a nice hashtag for
there you go.
Fuck cancer. Yeah, absolutely. And let's see.
Is that like the Canadian way of saying that? I don't know.
It's the clean way that gets past the censor. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see, Marty. Let's go. A novelty of snow wears out real quick. Just saying. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. I just finished my honey cruller at Timmy. I thought for a second my mind went straight to curling.
I did too. For some reason,
I've been watching too much curling on TV lately. Actually, I don't know what's up with my camera, guys. I apologize. It's being really weird. It is what it is. FYI, Chris, it's 37 in Florida. Wow.
Hey, are iguanas falling off the trees there? Comic issues, let us know. I want to know.
79 in Laguna Beach.
Oh,
loving your videos, E-Man. Yeah. My buddy, she's in South Korea too. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, it looks like that gets us through the end. I know we're gonna have a lighter thing. I heard a rumor that there's a PLE that's on today for the wrestling crowd, so some of them may be choosing to prioritize that over this. Maybe that's why Chris ran off. I don't know. He just remembered that the Rumble was on. But we've got Eman, we've got FatStax, and so this is Comic Adventures. Wait, no, wrong show.
What? Wrong show.
Wrong show. This is Only Slabs. But before you show off your first slab, I want to dig in to your comic book origin story. The time that devastation on your planet caused you to go out into the cosmos to seek a energy and resources to keep yourselves going, but the civil war on your planet followed you here to Earth, and you gained the powers to transform into a vehicle.
I actually got my powers from hell when I started reading Spawn #1 back in the 90s. So that's actually how I got into the comic book game. It was my cousin was like, hey, you know what? You should start reading comic books. And I told him like there's a lot of lore. I respect them, but like there's just too many things I just don't know where to jump in. And he's like, hey, look, there's this new company called Image, and these guys all came from Marvel. So it's almost like they're creating their own Marvel superheroes, but in a whole new world. And I was like, oh, tell me more. So he told me more. We were teenagers back then. So he got me to, jump in and read Spawn 1, Wildcats 1, all of the #1s from Image. And that's where my journey started right there. I was like, this is all new stuff. And people were lining up back in the day, right? Oh, this is gonna pay for my child's college, not knowing that there's 5 million Spawn #1s out in the world, right? But
at least
that's and that's kind of like where it started. That's exactly where it started. I was like, no, I'm not worried about like investing. It's a new story, it's something that I can jump into. So that's where the journey started back in like 91, 92 when Image started. And yeah, moving forward through high school, I started reading comics books, and then girls came into the picture. Blah, 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 blah. They ruined everything. I was fine with my comic.
Yeah, they do that to us. So somebody made a comment about Eman sounds like a superhero with electrical powers. We're not breaking any walls here. If you don't know, it's just short for your last part of your last name, an abbreviation, really.
First name, actually. Yeah. But we're not going to talk about. Yeah. We're not talking government.
Why was I saying
last
name?
Yeah. We don't bring government names into this right here, Rob.
That's right. Your name is Emancipated Individual.
Go. Yes. Emancipated Individual. Yeah. But yeah, it is my part of my first name right there. So
all right, let's make you big. Oops, I gotta forget. We gotta put us over here. So, what book did you bring to kick us off? And while you do that, I'm going to change the battery in my mouse.
Let's do that. All right, let's go ahead and kick it off with this one right here. Eventually, we'll get to some of the stuff that you guys think I might bring, or I might have some surprises. Let's go ahead and start off with this one. This one right here, I liked it because I was like, I've read this thing like a couple of times. I'm wondering if I can get this thing slabbed and still get a decent grade on it. And it came back at a really nice grade. So let's go ahead and start this off with Image Comics. Ice Cream Man #1. I read this and it still came back at a 9.8. Come on.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I got fingerprints in this book right here. And it came back at a 9.8. See, it tells you about the quality of what CGC is doing over there. I don't know what's happening over there with those guys.
Chris, sounds like your microphone's coming in through your computer instead of your mic. Just so you know. Or your phone or whatever it is. Go ahead.
We got book *2. Okay, let's go ahead and go book #2. I have like a little stack right here for me. I just don't know exactly where to start. Let's go ahead and just kind of like,
start at the top and work your way down.
No, because if I do that, I'm gonna ruin like all the good stuff. Let's go ahead and start with boom. Let's go ahead and just do some.
Ow! And boom goes the dynamite.
See what I did there?
I heard that. So I got this. This is one of the wins from a Comic Curing Cancer auction. So I ended up picking up this. Don't you do this to me, camera. Come on. There we go. So Something's Killing the Children. Which one? This is like the 48th print.
8th printing.
Oh, 8th print. I apologize. Yeah. Got this one at a really important thing.
I think I know that one only because it's like everywhere. It's like the most readily available printing, I think, of that book.
No, don't say that. That's gonna put my children through college, Rob. Come on now. Wow.
Well, it will. Of course it will.
Grandchildren, great grandchildren, one of those.
That and your
Some more
hello.
Something's killing the children. How about some David Sanchez right here? Something's killing the children. Number 15. Come on, hey.
Well, what is up with your camera? Doesn't
What's
want to
going on with the
focus,
camera?
huh?
And I have a good camera right here. All right, there you go. Look at her
Sometimes
eyes.
you get too good of a camera. That's the problem.
Look at that, Chris. She's looking at you, Chris. Hi, Chris.
That's
David Sanchez action right there. I'm pretty sure Chris is like, but do you have any of my girl? Sorry, Chris, I don't have.
Well, that
any
was
of
that particular one. That was a cosplay variant, as I recall, right?
I don't remember. I'm looking at it.
Or it was like it's an actress or something that was dressed up, and they did because I remember I had a copy of that one that was signed by the actual model that portrayed that's there portrayed, and then I think I ended up donating it to Comics Curing Cancer at one point. But
that's dope. I still think Anya Taylor, whatever her name is, should be playing Erica in the movie, but that's just me, you know. Let's go ahead and see. Look, talking about movies, I know that this one is going to be coming out soon. It's something about a Keanu Reeves and got kind of going crazy. So this is the Berserker number 1 in 500 ratio.
it seems like a lot, but I think you probably have this book for about $30.
Yeah, let's say that.
Well, I know I just looked up a 1 in 25 earlier today because I got it in a box, and it sells for between $1 and $5 for 1 in 25. So I've got to figure out 1 in 500, given that book, the way that they were doing that book, it's got to probably be about maybe $50 on the high end. But
I did not overspend on this book whatsoever. I swear.
No, hey, hold on a second. It's not a race, Eman. Go ahead and bring it up. Let's saturate this though, just because. First of all, 1 in 500, still nothing to sneeze at. Even when there were probably more of this 1 in 500 than a lot of 1 in 500, simply because there were shops that were buying thousands of copies trying to get the signed version that was signed by Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. And it's crazy, but like that 1 in 1,000 signed by John Boy Myers is actually even more rare than the one signed by Keanu, which is crazy. I would almost rather have that one.
And then I think at one point I heard a rumor at one point that Boom was letting them retailers return books.
Yeah.
So it's like,
right. So if
I could buy a crap ton to get the incentives and then return the other crap, I mean,
is it really like a 1 in 1,000? Is it considered a ratio at that point? Right. I mean,
I don't really know.
I
mean, it is. You had to buy that many to buy it. You had to put the money out there to begin with, but
but still, this is pretty cool still to have in the collection, especially with because I think they're coming out with the movie and the animated series or something like that based on Berserker. He's going strong with it. I mean, Berserker books just all of a sudden just keep showing up, and I'm like, I thought the series was done, but okay, Keanu's just trying to keep it alive. And I'm glad to hear that there's fans out there who still want to read it and want to know about B and know what's going on with him. So that right there, maybe it'll buy me like a couple of cups of coffee at Starbucks one day. How about that?
That's fair. Yeah. Sometimes that's what more cue would you want? Let me get half a cup of coffee at 7-Eleven.
But you know what? I'm not like you though, Rob. I bastardize my coffee. I actually add and sugar to my coffee.
What the fuck?
I know. I'm a terrible coffee drinker. Like lost all respect for Rob. That's it.
Oh man. All right.
let's go ahead and move on. So this right here, sticking with Boom, I really love James Tynion, a lot of his series. I really, really do. And I'm not here like just gonna stick up for him saying that he's the best writer or anything, but there's some books from Tynion that I truly, truly, truly enjoy. And I feel like this is one of those books that kind of went under the radar. A lot of people were like, I know about it, but I don't know. It looks a little too cartoonish. I really enjoyed it. And now I'm talking about Wind. And this is Wind number 1 right here. This is the something version of the something else. The comet
something variant.
The something variant from something else from somewhere over there. This is the Comet Mint variant.
If in doubt, it's a retailer exclusive.
No, it's going to be the something 1 in something thousand.
It's an exclusive. It's an exclusive variant.
Yeah. Well, this one is. This is the exclusive variant to Comic Mint right here.
Look
this
at that.
Cover from
Cliff says, "Fuck yeah, Wind."
Heck yeah. See, look, LGBTQ.
I have.
ally
I think that for the first volume, I have the 1 per stores for all for each issue.
Yeah, I do too. I just like them. It wasn't like I wasn't going in and collecting them because it's gonna be worth something. Those covers were dope. They were
cool covers, but you could get they weren't expensive either. That was the crazy part. And that's just because it wasn't like a Marvel DC book.
Mm-hmm.
If it'd been a Spider-Man 1 per store, it'd be ridiculous. But it wasn't. It was Tinian's passion project or whatever.
I like how it really is aimed at the young adult crowd because it doesn't feel PG-13 to where it's only kids. There's enough. Whoa, that's a little extreme for a book like this in the book. I really love the read. I have to finish the last, I think, 2 issues of the final series that actually wraps up the book. And I loved the journey that Wind went through, and his friends are just giving up everything to try to go save him from the vampires. It was a fantastic young adult book, and I wouldn't even mind watching that as an animated TV series that lasts like 3 seasons. I think it would be amazing.
Cool. All right, let's get the next book up.
All right, well, we're going to stick with Wind. And since I brought up a number 1, let's go ahead and bring up the third printing of Wind number 1. This one's actually a little bit more rare than the first one. So I saw this, I think, on another auction. I think someone was just doing an auction. And they're like, hey, you know what? I got to put this in someone else's hands. I was like, let me take that. I really, really freaking love that book. So let's go ahead and get that in my collection. So Wind number 1, third print right here. Phenomenal.
Third. Now I have to caveat, because it's in my nature, not to bag on you here.
Okay.
But anytime we want to talk about a third printing and say it's more rare, we need to caveat that it's the third printing. It's the second consolation prize. You didn't get the first print. You didn't get the second print. So now you're having to pick up the third print. It's a consolation prize. Yes, of course, there are less of them than the main cover because it's a subsequent printing. It shouldn't be worth more. And you can value it more in your mind. I'm fine with that. You like the cover, you want it, great. All that other fun stuff. But I generally have, when people equate rare, and it could be less common, is probably in today's world, realistically, the language we should use is nothing's rare anymore in reality. But there's a connotation of value to it. And I just always I have a problem with the concept that a subsequent printing is more valuable than the original. It's true.
Because the insights are still exactly the same. The story is still the same.
And it's not that I'm really an elitist. I do have some of the variant printings and subsequent printings of some of the books I own, but it's still just a thing I believe in. That first printing is always the best printing.
See, and then
everything else is a consolation prize.
And then I wonder this too, like if people have like that comic exclusive, like was that printed after the third print with a different cover? What printing is that right there? So it makes me wonder also, like, is it even a true third print? Was it printed after 1 and 2, or was it printed after like all these exclusives that came out?
Oh yeah. Oh, and we could get way into it when you start getting to the variant weeds. I mean, because when you start getting some of these micro printing, like con exclusive, like even our fun love Transformers, where we've got there's 10th or they went through like 12 printing, but there's like 13th and 14th printings that are like con exclusives just for a particular artist or something. But I say, yeah, I mean, look, my water doesn't, my bucket doesn't hold all the water. It has holes in it and it leaks all over the place. I understand that. I really kind of mean when I say my subsequent printing rant, it's really meant for the standard printing, the standard retailer printings is what I should really say.
Okay, I see. We have to dig even deeper, right? It's like, hold on, wait, we're talking about
whatever. Hey, as we say just like what we say to characters, it applies to comics. First is first. Chris always says it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. All right. But look, you know what? I was trying to save this right here, but
hi, Chris.
Chris keeps leaving.
Oh.
So, Chris, this is for you. All right.
Okay.
I think we're gonna like this one right. I submitted this one right here, and I was like, you know what? It's okay. I need this one right here signed. I need this one slabbed. I need this yellow labeled. I've had this since day one. It is not worth too much, but how about some Jenny Frizen? Slow down.
Yes.
Just for you, Chris. Look at Jenny. Look at that. It's Jenny. I'm pretty sure that's Jenny's eyes right there.
Is she from the block?
Jenny from the block. Man, and I had this one too. Like I bought this one. I think I want to say I bought it online for like $30. I was like, I don't care. It's worth it. I kind of want this one right here. It's Jenny. I had my eye on it. And so I ended up submitting. I had someone go in and press it and clean it for me. It's like, dude, do me the biggest favor. Came back at a 9.6. It's okay. It's still solid. But this is the important right here. Jenny's signature. This is what I needed right here.
Now, E, did you get that signed in person from Jenny, or did you have to mail it away?
I mailed it away. I sent it over to over to CGC for one of their signature series signings. But when I saw her at Heroes Con last year, right, line was like pretty moderate, which tripped me out. I'm like, this is Jenny Frizen. What's going on? Why isn't the line longer? And where's Chris?
She signed, and I was there bright and early, or I give my books to someone else to get them done for me. Because she and you're right, because you would expect a massive line for Ms. Frizen, and on top of that, she signs a couple for free. So for those that haven't met Jenny Frizen that are thinking about getting her autograph, she will sign the first maybe 1, 2, or 3, depending on the con for you for free, and then afterwards she will ask for a fee afterwards. But and she's very, very nice and very, very humble, and her husband is always right there with her, plugging her artwork and her prints as well. But everyone, like E said, I'm not sure if Rob actually had the opportunity, even though he's been only a few feet away from her. If you have the chance to go meet Jenny Frizen and get something signed, she really is a real nice person.
I had her sign some Spider-Gwen and something that's killing the children books. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I had her sign something. I was going around Heroes Con last year, just filming stuff. And I looked to the right. There was no line. Jenny was just right there. And I look around. I'm like, Jenny. She looks up. I'm like, I pointed my camera at her. I'm like, can I record? She's like, come here. And so I started recording a little bit of B-roll from her, and her husband was there. And I was thinking husband's going to be like, what are you doing here? Could you please step away? Dude's actually super nice, man. Like I was like, okay, I get why this is a power couple right here. Like, Jenny, you're beautiful, but your husband's actually pretty cool. Actually, I think I'm gonna take the husband if I could. Just spend time with him instead, 'cause, I like you at first, But yeah, he was really cool. I really enjoyed their time. Unfortunately, I was still learning the camera at the time. It came out all blurry, so I didn't really get too much of Jenny's art and stuff like that. I was like, rookie mistake.
Team, hold on. Team Ohana drops a $10 super chat. Says smash like, everyone. Thank you so much there, Rich. We appreciate you. This one is for you.
Bet she gives great helmet.
Kiss me. No.
And JSS says Miss Frizzin is a wonderful person. Glad to have met her. And he had dropped a link to her site. Said has great pieces for some acquisitions. Stephen C. She's amazing. Had her sign a couple of Grimm covers. Yeah. So there you go. She's a wonderful lady. Everybody's agreeing. They love Jenny Frizzin. Very popular. Happy to.
What was funny too, going back to Heroes Con last year when we all met up at the restaurant, right? Everyone was in the back just hanging out and chilling. And then I saw Jenny and her husband kind of like walk in, and I'm like, does nobody see this? Like, am I the only one? And they walked in, they talked to the hostess or whatever, and then I guess like it was too busy, and then they walked out. I'm like, can someone go over there and invite her over to this little party, because this is about her. So.
It would have been good if we had good spread.
Yeah.
Now, Rob.
No. It's not anybody's fault other than the restaurant's fault who got the wrong date.
Yeah.
On their
they
calendar.
messed it up. Yeah, you're right.
It
Maybe it was a good idea. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise.
Boys, the alcohol was great.
Yeah, I had a be chair in the corner.
Okay. Chris, we'll listen to that right there.
In the corner?
I'm gonna do that again in a couple of years. Hopefully I'll be able to meet up with you guys at Heroes Con another year. Moving on. Are we gonna move on?
Let's go ahead.
Let's stick with Boom. I'm just like, this is just like the Boom segment right here. So this one right here, this is I totally listen to what's his name, Ross Ritchie, and he's like, at this time there was a time when he was posting, this is the most, going back, rarest comic of this version, this is like the 4th rarest comic and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and listen to you, Ross. And I really enjoyed this series also, from Kieran Gillen and Dan Mora. See, I like Dan Mora long before all this other stuff. Once in Future number 13. This is a Franny sketch variant, and according to Ross, this is supposed to be the second or third. I don't even know why I even listened to him, but this is supposed to be like the second or third rarest Once in Future comic out there. When I picked up Once in Future at the time, I saw this one. I saw the colored version. I think that's like the 1 in 10. And then I saw this one. I was like, you know what? I really like this series. Let me just go ahead and pick this one up. And then when Ross said that, he was like, make sure you guys pick it up. It's one of the rarest. I was like, okay. And I was like, there was a time when I'm like, let me go ahead and just get it submitted. Why not? Let's get, because I like this. I really like this book. I love this read. Once in Future is one of my favorite reads. And just for novelty purposes, I was like, let me get this one in particular slab. I don't think it's worth more than like $20 or $30. I'm not even looking at what's worth high money in my collection or not, but just this one was fun. I felt like there was a fun story behind it because I totally listened. I don't know if it was the FOMO, but I totally listened to Ross when he said, go get this one. Okay, get it slabbed. All right. So that's what happened. So I got this one right here slabbed. I love this book right here.
Nice. Rich, it said Jenny Frizzin was wonderful, but Christy Zulu was even nicer. I will say Christy Zulu is a fabulously kind individual as well. I had her do a commission for me at the last con. She's absolutely a charming young lady. Let's see here. We got at least wow, that's an awesome sketch cover. Bootlegger Entertainment, what's up? Happy to have you here with us. Thank you for joining our show here, sir. Only voice I listen to are the ones in my head. And that is fine. The only problem is when you start to have arguments with yourself. Then even those aren't bad. It's when you really go to fisticuffs with yourself. That's when yeah. All right, next up, buddy.
I think that's exercise. I don't.
Well, it could be entertaining to some, but I mean, there's nothing worse than self-harm.
It's
Rob, what's the next con you plan on attending? The next one actually will be February 15th. It's East Bay Con here in the East Bay, followed by SAC Con and the San Jose Super Toy Show. And then WonderCon will be the next really kind of big one, I suppose, at the end of March. There's a bunch of them.
February 15th. Actually, Rob, I don't think I'm going to that one. Matter of fact, I can confirm I'm not going to that one.
You're a slacker.
I'm going to Disneyland. I'm so sorry.
On February 15th?
I'm going on February 13th, 15th, and 16th. Good sir. Now that everyone knows where Eman is going to be, I'm
not the 14th though, huh?
No.
See, that's why I'm going to sneak in there. Well, I'm down there for WinterCons. There's WinterCons across the street.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm that weekend. But like it's so dumb because like buying tickets for Disneyland, it's like you have to go in and reserve what days you want to go. And the
You have
fourth
to reserve and buy tickets. It's
I
anyways.
like Disneyland in Tokyo or whatever. All right, we're gonna switch it up just a little bit. We're gonna move away from Boom and we're gonna go to another mid-dependent company. Is that okay, Rob? Can I do that right here?
Can you do what?
Can I do that? Can I switch it up on us?
As long as we're showing comics and they're graded.
Okay, we'll stick with that. So right here, I'm just gonna show it. I love Aaron Bartling's crossover, his AHA cover. And so I bought it. I reached out to Aaron. I was like, dude, I need to send this to you. Could you remark it and sign it and slab it for me? He's like, I got you. So I ended up submitting like 4 books. I sent them directly to Aaron Bartling. But I was like, I need to show this one. His AHA covers for crossover were fantastic. So you got me like a little remark right there. The Aaron Bartling sig right there. I see this cover. I just want to hear the song. You know, I just want to hear it. But I really, really, really enjoyed this cover, and the fact that it was. I'm not going to show off or anything, but the fact that I was able to reach out to Aaron fairly easily and ask him, hey man, can I send this to you? And I'd rather give you the money than sending it through like a company and having them charge me even more and whatnot. I'd rather give you the money directly. He's like, yeah, sure. So I actually sent him 3 books. I sent him Crossover, Stillwater, and Radiant Black are the 3 books that he did. But I was like, I'd rather give you the money directly rather than paying, like Scott's Collectibles or whoever. So that way they take a fee off. He's like, hey, yeah, no worries. So crossover number 1, AHA cover, Aaron Bartley. I talked to him directly about this one. It was really nice.
And for those that may not know what he means when he keeps saying the AHA cover, it's a nice reminiscent of one of the best videos of all time for Take On Me or Take Me On. Take On Me. Take me on
me. That's it. We can't do any more.
Okay. We'll stop right there.
No copyright claims.
Go watch Deadpool 2 if you want a different version of that song. Okay.
Oh yeah, I know. All the Gen Zers and Gen Alphas are like, what's he talking about? What's an AHA? It was like an AHA moment. Shut up, kid. Go away.
What's a video?
Yeah. What's a video? What's a music video? This one right here. I want to say that I used points from Big Time Collectibles to get this one right here. Ooh, this is my first Big 2 book that I'm going to show since I don't really collect Marvel or DC. But this one was sought after for a little while there. And I was like, you know what? Let me hold on to this right here. This is the Big Time Collectibles Pink Edition reprint of Superman 75 in that nice pink foily. But you can't see... You can't see that it's spoiler because of all the reflections right there. But yeah, look. Hey, this guy's got himself a Marvel and DC slab. A guy who doesn't even really talk about that. But yeah.
They did a few of those covers. So yeah. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
We haven't actually had, I don't think we've actually had one of those anniversary editions on the show before. Would you mind reading us the right side of the blue label there?
Yes, reprint Superman 75 193. That's all it says. Oh, do you want more? It says CGC certified guarantee companies www. That part right there? No, you don't want that part.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. There's more information on other books. I promise you to give you that information. Okay. But yeah, this one was really cool. I saw this on BTC, and I think this is one of those rare ones where you can only get it if you use the BTC points, if I'm not mistaken. Or it came in like one of their boxes and no. It was one of their mystery boxes. I want to say that I got this one in one of their Miko Suwayan mystery boxes back a few years back. And this was one of their big books. They're like, hey, if you get a mystery box, 5 of these boxes are going to have, I believe, the pink one. And I had one of those boxes right there. So that's how I ended up landing this. So I was like, let me go ahead and get this one. Send that one in.
Fantabulous.
I need to look this one up.
There we go. While you're doing that, hold on. Papa Wheelie drops in $10 super chat. Katie, for the best hair, and Eman, you're secondary to the Royal Rumble. Bree mode. Oops, spoiled an entrance.
No spoilers.
Well, he spoiled an entrance. But that's okay.
Papa.
Papa, this one's for you.
That beautiful bean footage.
All right.
I love Mr. Bean. Bean. Mr. Bean.
Worst stuff that Rowan Atkinson's ever done.
Worst stuff he said?
Yeah. It's absolutely the worst stuff he's ever done.
And it's true. It really is. In fact, I saw that there was a thing where he's like, I don't even really like doing Mr. Bean. Like, if I had ever met Mr.
awful.
Bean, he's like, I would hate that guy. I'm like, I love that guy. He's so
Americans love it, but Mr. Bean is like the worst drivel he's done. He's done so much better work in other stuff than Blue Line, Blackadder, stuff like that. So I mean, it's anyways.
Euro trip, no. Vegas trip, no. Road trip.
Johnny English.
Johnny English, yeah. Like when he does his stupid stuff, like he can really get in and do his really silly things, and people love it. But then when he does his actor, I'm an actor.
When he's in comedy, when he is the straight, or when he's playing off of a straight man and he's insulting other people, is when he's at his best. Having him shut his mouth and be quiet and just grunt, wasted talent.
But it was his body comedy, right? It was his actions. That's what made Mr. Bean.
Anyways, we're going off of his bit was actually epic. Well, if you say so, but I'm not going to believe. We'll agree to disagree. Let's do another, and then we'll pause and do a giveaway. How's that?
I like that. Good. I want to end it this one. Well, not end it, this one right here. So this one right here, Invincible Iron Man #2. There is a reason why I ended up picking up this one and getting this one slapped. It's not worth much to anyone. I'm not going to go out and say, hey, do me a favor. Go get yourself one of these. It's going to be worth something later on. And put your kids through college with this one. No, the reason why I ended up getting this specific cover or the specific book is this is the very first appearance of the Triumph Division, which is Marvel's very first superhero Filipino team. And I needed to get that in my collection. I needed to have something like that in my collection because I was like, does anybody have a superhero team? I just kind of went down this rabbit hole once. I was like, does Marvel or DC even have like a Filipino superhero team? I came to find out that their very first appearance was in this one right here. And unfortunately, like they came and they died right away in this, according to the story. But Triumph Division is a superhero team that just kind of goes on by legacy. So like if they die, then their kids take over so that there's always a Triumph Division. And I loved that idea and I loved that concept. So I just really wanted the #1 of that in my collection. Or not the #1, but their first appearance. So it has a little bit of meaning to me. I'm like, all right, cool. Marvel had a little bit of love for the Filipino people, killed them. But I had a little bit of Filipino, love for the Filipinos. Yeah, so
they thought about them anyways.
They were in thought, But hey, hold on, keep watching because there's more Filipino Marvel stuff coming up.
And that's phenomenal. And that's it's important. Is that when it comes to comics, I think there's a lot of talk, especially on YouTube. It's easy to get wrapped up in value and talking about it like as if this was some sort of investment. Right. And that's just, I think it comes naturally just because you are buying and you do sometimes sell them. And there's a lot of people who talk about this. It's something to talk about. But the reality when it comes to collecting books is if you're a collector, you're not picking up books because necessarily a book is valuable, because it has a certain importance, whether it be a historic importance to the comic, whether it's an importance to you, or any of those types of things. The value is just become something that's secondary element of it. And so it's really is that part that we have to drive home that you should collect what's important to you, collect stuff that you want, and not get caught up in, if you're trying to do this as an investment, I think that comics will in the long haul, unless you bought a long time ago and you're saving those books 50, 60, 70 years, sure, you may do okay. But that's a very long-term investment. If you're trying to just flip and play the hustle, I don't think it's a long-term something, something you're going to do well with long-term. It's not and I don't think that's what it should be. It's about collecting, but that's just me.
Unless you go back and get like some of those golden or silver age books, right? That I understand if you're dropping a few $1,000s on something like that.
Well, it's one thing to buy book, like even real recent books. It's fine to spend the money on those books if you see value in them for you personally. But I mean, don't buying them as investment pieces or whatever, I think is the thing where comic books it's one of those things we talk about, but it's not really what it is about. Anyways, I don't care if it's a key, it's freaking cool. Sometimes the most valuable and priceless books to you are the least valuable to everybody else. It's true. We find that out as I go through all my slabs there on Thursday. Yeah. Real quick, before I take the ticker down for a moment, I want to remind everybody, check out, look at that. I got a double at. You're an at Eman's World of Geek on YouTube. There you go. So make sure you check out Eman. His links, of course, are down below. Follow him on Instagram and on YouTube there. We're going to be getting into some of the self-dirty promotion there for that. We're going to do a giveaway here in just a second. But first, I want to make sure that we recognize the Goon Squad, those channel members that are at that higher tier every single month supporting Comics Curing Cancer. Shout out to Dale Suspense, DJ Links, Dr. Von Hoot, Legion of Comics, Stephen C., Justin Birch Letters, The Comic Vet, Austin LeMay, Mad Spidey, Collecting with Durs, Chuck Hensey, Lone Eagle, Comiverse, Deadman Comic Cover Show, Anachronic Comics, Colossus Collector, Team Ohana, Still Only 35 Cents, Cliff on Comics, Bearded Comic Bro, Never Could Figure It Out, Daymares, The Adventurous Joe, Valenrook, Jay Knows the Way, Ronnie Johnson, Comics on the Edge, Omnibo, Kingdom of Nerds, Sal's Comic Corners, Johnny's Comic Stuff, and Claire Prescott. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and Comics Curing Cancer. With that, we do want to pop up our giveaway, our little hashtag. We're going to put a hashtag up, and with that, you'll enter that in the chat. It only enters you once. And then you're going to we're going to spin it in a moment. We'll pick a random person. We'll get some books pulled from our weekly giveaway box. To had to tie this into our guest. If you've been watching his content, you understand, ladies and gentlemen, hashtag Temu Transformers. Make sure you're checking out. Eman's been reviewing a bunch of Transformer content. I don't know if you know this, but he likes Transformers, Chris. But he's been picking up some Temu Transformers and reviewing and comparing what he has been getting versus what he might be expecting.
His Optimus Prime video was a whole lot of fun to witness, just on size comparison alone.
Yeah, that right there. See, yeah, because I ordered it was supposed to be this big, and it ends up being, this is 9.5 inches. It ends up being like a 7-inch figure, and on top of that, it was a knockoff. I'm like, I don't mind picking up a knockoff as long as I know I'm picking up a knockoff. But when you tell me that I'm picking up a good third-party figure, one that I really want, and then you send me something, yeah, we're gonna have words, Tebow.
So now you know what it's like to be a woman, huh?
Yeah, you know what? I told Mimi, I was like, I'm 5'9" and I'm 210 pounds. No, not that at all.
At one point in my life, maybe, but
she's like, all right, I guess you kind of win right now.
He says, I'll check it out. I recently got a Temu Devastator. Nice.
I did too, Tony.
Oh, I think there's Pete, but that's all right. So guys, enter that hashtag. We'll be doing 6 pulls from the greatest weekly giveaway box on YouTube. But before we do that, and we will ship everywhere and anywhere in the world, so everybody enter right now. Eman, what is coming up there over at Eman's World of Geek?
Well, I'm glad that you asked there, Rob. We have some Transformer reviews coming up. I've shifted to reviewing and hanging out and doing some more Transformer stuff, but I'm bringing it back to comics starting next month. I'm going to be doing some more comic book unboxings. I'm doing my best to write a couple of reviews on a couple of comic book arcs. I feel like I feel like I have a specific type of delivery, so I want to do my best at reviewing a couple of my favorite arcs that have happened over the last few years. That's really what's going on right now. Temu Transformers, that's like the big thing for me right now. I'm reviewing, like Rob said, Transformers that I received from Temu, but it's not just reviewing the actual figure, it's asking the question, did I get Temu'd? Basically asking, did I order what I wanted, or did Temu send me something else? And I think that's just the bigger thing about that video, right? Those videos. I went ahead and decided that I'm only going to do six episodes for season 1. So I'm halfway through. I have episode 4 coming out next week. After that, episode 5, and then finishing off with episode 6. Something that some people in the group was talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and end this season with a little bit of a banger. So keep an eye out.
Nice. Question came in for Eman. Do you think it's true that the 49ers are getting injured caused by Levi's being next to an electrical power station?
Oh, God.
I love conspiracy theories for the NFL.
I think athletes are bigger, stronger, and faster than they've ever been, and ligaments are still just as powerful as they've ever been.
Harder, better, faster, stronger, and I don't know, man. It's a really good conspiracy. That's actually a really good conspiracy theory to really talk about. I mean, like if you're into that kind of energy, like legit energy, not like spiritual energy, but like that kind of energy for that long a period during the day, during the week. I don't know, maybe I'll defer to the professionals for that one right there. The professionals say, yeah, bodies degrade if you're around that kind of energy for that long. All right, well then there's the answer.
Chris. YouTube, the Vet channel. What's up with that?
Wednesday, giving away X-Men number 7 and a 3.5. One lucky channel member will be picking up this. There we go. One lucky channel member will be walking away Wednesday night during Show Us What You Got with this classic X-Men book, which is the second appearance of the Blob, first appearance of Cerebro, and appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants featuring Magneto, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Mastermind, and Toad. This could be yours.
Oh my.
Phenomenal. And hey, that reminds me, tomorrow we'll be giving away another shirt from the for the club. I'll have to come up with a nice extra special giveaway at some point for the channel members. I haven't done one in a while. I think we'll have to work on that. I'll have to go dig through my pile of stuff that I got. Maybe someone will get a Ghost Rider 2099 number 1. I have a few of those.
Oh, you know what, Rob? I wanted to ask you about the whole. What do you think about the 3099 series? Isn't there a 3099 series?
No.
Working? Like okay.
No. No.
Okay. I'll stop right there. I've offended the host. I'm not going to bring it up anymore.
All right, let's go ahead. We got 60 entrants, 66 watching. That's pretty damn good, if I don't say so myself. In 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, 1, and wheel of fish. Our winner here of this first set of comic book giveaways is boom, Lone Eagle. Congratulations.
Eagle.
All right.
Watch your back, Rob.
I will say, Lone Eagle, I know I've sent you stuff before, but I honestly, off the top of my head, cannot remember your name, and which is, of course, how your address is filed. So ping me, if you don't mind, just to remind me, say, this is me, and confirm that your address hasn't changed since the last time I sent you stuff. All right. Eman, you're going to be doing some pulls here for Lone Eagle. 1 through 10 from the front, 1 through 10 from the back, or we just do some back to front action. You tell me where to stop. We'll pull some books.
Let's go front to back action. I'll tell you when to stop.
All right.
Stop.
Front, back, or both?
Front. All right. Stop. Back.
Mess up my mojo taking singles. It's all right.
Okay. We'll do
Oh,
it.
do what you want.
All right. Stop. Both. and then stop. Both.
All right.
I'm grinning over here like I'm the one that won. What did I get?
So it's a fun thing to sit there and say, what did I get to pull out for somebody? There's one. Oh, okay. All right. First up, we got ourselves Venom. I think this is a Battle Lines variant signed by Donnie Cates.
Wow.
Damn, that's actually sick. That is really sick.
Oh my.
We have Fantastic Four 280. This is the first appearance of Sue Storm as Malice.
Yeah. Great book.
Oh wow.
Great little arc there too. Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen, but there's a series called Wonder Man. Here's the first solo issue featuring Wonder Man,
Damn.
Marvel Premiere 55.
That's
Nice.
pretty dope. It's a fantastic show, dude. If you guys aren't watching Wonder Man, do yourselves a favor. Go in with no expectations of MCU stuff and just enjoy what's given to you guys. It's a really good show.
America in 1821. Oh, look at that. Spawn number 9, first appearance of Angela.
Wow. Great book. Controversial book. Found its way to the
Very.
courts for a long period of time. Mhm.
Yeah. I wonder how many prints of those that there are out there.
Well, that was me.
Yeah.
We got ourselves a blind bag, Ultimate Endgame number 1.
Ooh,
And the-
hold on.
May
Do we-
the odds of having a straight spine be in your favor.
Oh, that's right. I've heard about that too. That's right.
So I got like something like 40 of these things. And I opened like 30 of them. And of them, at least half of mine were perfectly fine. Yeah, my camera is acting odd today. And the last book in this way, we got a Turtles blind bag.
Nice. Nice.
Ooh,
Double
that's sick.
blind bags. Congratulations.
Yeah, those are great.
Those
giveaways.
going out to you there, Lone Eagle. Those are all yours.
Can I throw something else in there, Rob?
You
Just,
most
you know,
certainly may.
You know what? Since Lone Eagle went ahead and won a couple, just a few bucks. Let me throw in some stuff right there. How about if I throw in a couple of comic capsules in there right there for him? I send these over to Lone Eagle as well. Lone Eagle, if you
Phenomenal.
want, find me on Instagram, my friend. Let's go ahead and talk.
I
I'll
can
send you a
get you. I can
couple
get you his address. Get you his
Oh, okay,
information, too,
okay,
if you want.
all right. Boom. If you're okay with, Rob sharing your personal information, Lone Eagle.
Well, I'll give you his contact, and then he can. Yeah. That's
Okay. Yeah, I'll send you two capsules, and then if you have a specific color, we can talk. And if you don't, I'll just send you whatever. I got.
Jean Malot said he got a 1 in 50 out of the TMNT blind bag that I sent up to him. Congratulations, sir.
Ooh. How many of those were made though? How many of those were printed?
I don't know. Well, 1 in 50, I don't know. But only 1 out of every 50. So they say.
All right.
All right. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, beautiful add in. And you want to tell them how how it is that you're giving those away there, Eman? You want to
So, I did Comic Capsule and I have been talking, and I've been sharing a lot of my images on Instagram, and almost all of my comic books have either been slabs or in Comic Capsules. So Comic Capsule and I got to talking, and so I got a little sponsorship from Comic Capsule. So if you guys ever want to go out and purchase a Comic Capsule, go to their website, use Eman, code Eman10 for 10% off. And every month I'm going to start giving away some Comic Capsules on Instagram and on YouTube, for the followers on each channel. So yeah, I got some stuff coming in from Comic Capsule, but I want to make sure that people out there, I want to make sure that people out there who don't have any or want some, I want to give them a chance to get some in their hands as well. So that's how I ended up getting some.
phenomenal. All right, Comic Capsule, 10% off. Use Eman10.
Eman10.
Add banner.
There you go.
Let's there we go.
There you go.
You know what? Let's make that a scrolling banner. Let me edit it. Scroll. There we go. Save. God damn it. Chris,
You got this.
how you doing? Eman, let's show a book.
Let's show a book. All right. So I like Transformers. Chris, you like Transformers? Rob, you like Transformers? I've heard.
I do have been
George.
known to pick up a Transformers book or two.
All right, let's show off a little bit of Transformer love. Let's actually show off some community love right here. My buddy Izzy from Izzy's Comic Verse. I was like, you know what, Izzy, if you're doing some sketches, I want to pick one up for you. So I went ahead and reached out to Izzy and I said, look, I want me a Unicron. He's like, I got you. So this is my first slabbed community book from Izzy. This is Transformers #1 blank with his rendition of a Unicron on the cover with a little Megatron action right here. Right there. So let's put this segment on.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, I was the wrong clip. It should have been this one.
Yeah.
Woo! 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 Woo!
For some weak ass ribs.
What is he doing there?
He's doing the Ric Flair chop.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, that's kind of questionable there, Izzy. Hold up here. But yeah, showing mad love to our boy Izzy in the
Why
comments.
does Unicron have two horns?
Because 3 would be over the top.
That's part of his his wings. Ooh, shit.
He only has one cron, not one horn.
There you go. All right, let's go ahead and start it off. Not start it off, but look, this is the one that started off the Energon universe. How about some Void Rivals #1? But let's go ahead and bring up that convention special Void Rivals #1.
Oh my.
I want to say that this one is the 1 in 100. Yeah, because it doesn't say convention. There's 2 of these. So there is the 1 in 100 Void Rivals, and then there was the San Diego Comic-Con Void Rivals. And yeah, this one's slab. Look, this one's slab. It's got some Jetfire. Look, I even have Salila. I got her. See? Look at that. I got some Derek. Look at that.
I might say, Robert Monroe, I think that you might be behind on the live feed. Of course, me saying this now isn't going to help, but yeah, you might want to fast forward. That hashtag is over.
Oh, sorry, guy. But yeah, look. This is the Void Rival San Diego Comic-Con. Jetfire. And then
I think I'd speak for everyone in the community. When Void Rivals dropped, it really became the hottest thing, and it really hasn't failed to deliver. Like everything that has spawned since Void Rivals dropped with the Energon universe has been just so warmly received by all the comic book readers and enthusiasts out there.
what I do like about Void Rivals too is that even though there's Transformers in it, they're second to the story. Like I love Salila and Derek's story 100%. I love exactly what's going on. 4 is, you got the wrong one. 4 is much better.
It's true. 4 is the best issue of all of Void Rivals. All you have to do is turn to the third last page and you'll see why.
I didn't say it was the best, but it's definitely one of the awesomest for sure. For sure. Here we go. Look, we're gonna stick with Void Rivals. This is the San Diego Comic-Con right here. This is the
there
one.
We go.
These
there
are the match. This
That's
is the
awesome.
matching right here. See, San Diego.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yeah, San Diego Comic-Con's right here. Like last year, 2023, like that. I like these things.
Wow, that was kinky.
Wasn't it? Roar. Let's see, what else do we have here? I don't know, you guys. Transformers. I think we're gonna stick with some more Transformers. I believe this is the 1 in 100 Transformers #1 right there.
No, that's the San Diego Comic-Con.
Is it the convention one? Oh, it is.
That
It
was
is.
that was the early edition, was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the early edition. I don't think. No, the early edition
It's
was
just-
the Ash Can, I believe. I got the convention special right here. There you go. this one was a little upsetting. It was a little upsetting.
Yeah.
I put my fingers. My fingers was on it too many times. I think that's what happened. They're like, we got you, dude. We know where you're at. So,
As long as it was just your fingers.
So moving on, right? This one right here. Okay, so Void Rivals. Let's stick with Void Rivals number 1 right here. Now, this is my opinion. Now, and I don't see enough people talking about this artist, but I love this artist's work. His name is Ryan Berry, who does mechanical, super dope. And this one I found super cheap on eBay. Matter of fact, I think I only spent like $30 on this one, and I was like, you know what? That's just the price of it getting slabbed and the book. I was like, I need this. So this is Ryan Berry's 3rd printing of Void Rivals number 1. This is dope. He's got that. Yeah, he's got that. Go ahead.
Dare I say, does it have? It has that little bit of Robotech flavor to him on that cover there to me.
Yeah, it has that Robotech Macross Gundam flavor.
Yeah.
I think you get that a lot of times when you put Jetfire on the.
But the first 2 I really thought was really like Transformers-esque, but this one to me has that Macross flavor.
Yeah,
just because of the detail. It's really well done.
And that's why I truly love this guy's work. Like, I try to get a lot of his robot-esque type covers, Ryan Berry. And then he even has like this class that he teaches online. I think that's like his kind of a side gig right there, where he teaches people how to do mechanical art. And just this type of work really I gravitate to a lot. Robots, it's me. But this one right here, in my opinion, I think this is the best Void Rivals number 1 cover, just because it has that Gundam, Robotech Macross style to it. I love this cover. It's one of my favorite ones right here.
Nice.
$30. I spent $150 on the other ones, and that one's my favorite. See, collect what you like, get what you want, it cherish what you have. That's the important stuff right here.
Uh-oh.
Transformers number 1, Skybound image, released 10/23. Daniel Warren Johnson, Ian Bertram, I believe that was him. That's that foily Bertram cover right there. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Bam.
Starscream taking a little. Ooh.
Oh my God! What the? No freaking way!
Yep. When I opened this one up, I was like, my first 9.9 right there. Bam. I was like, this one's gonna put my kids through college. At least buy a book or 2 for her. This is
Your kids are going to a cheap college. I'll tell you that.
They are.
Community college.
It's college. Everything else after that.
Starscream there is taking a little damage. It looks like.
Not just that, but like that's where he people are thinking that's Bumblebee's head. But yeah, he's got this melty look to him.
Spoiler for anybody who hasn't read the series yet.
I don't care. We're not spoiling.
Justice for Bumblebee.
Justice for Bumblebee for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, this was a stick cover.
Double niner.
How did I get this? I want to say I ended up needing to buy like quite a few books. And I think I got this from BTC, but I had to buy a few books to be able to purchase this one. I don't know. They had some stupid thing where I shouldn't say stupid thing. That's terrible word. Terrible words to use. Yes.
Tate Prime dropping $2 super chat says just because fuck cancer. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Tate, this one is for you.
I'm very conflicted about how I'm supposed to feel watching this.
That was an amazing movie, by the way.
It had some moments.
I'm not sure amazing is the word I would use. I mean, there's different ways I guess you could apply that acronym or that adjective, but
The artwork is amazing.
The voice acting was amazing. Coloring, splendid.
I guess at least you're not saying it's like, you know, a masterpiece or something. So,
oh god, no. Whoa, master something. Hold on. So Transformers, right? This one right here, you guys. This is.
I hear it's more than meets the eye.
This is more than meets the eye. This has to be a grail for some people, and I don't care about the grade on this one right here. I've seen this grading for much higher than what I have, but the fact that I was the one that got these signatures, I got to shake their hands, I got to look at them in the eye, I got to say hello and tell them how awesome my childhood was because of you. You know, that meant more to me. That's what this book means to me right here. So like my absolute
Yeah, this is the best ever.
my absolute favorite comic book in my collection, Transformers #1, signed by Frank Welker, OG voice of Megatron, Peter Cullen, OG voice of my hero Optimus Prime. This right here, the kids are, I'm not using this for any of their college. This is going with me to the grave. This is
Screw them kids.
They're only half. They're only half his, anyways.
This one right here is the one that means the absolute most to me. I went to see. There's a whole story behind this, but let me just break it down real fast. I went to Las Vegas. I went to the Las Vegas Toy Show and worked with their promoters and whatnot there because there was supposed to be some VIP access I was supposed to get for a show here. Instead, I ended up going to Las Vegas. Got to meet both of them, you know, in a few signings, got pictures with both of them, got to see a special event where they did a voiceover of Megatron and Optimus kind of going back and forth. And then at the end of the con, I go back downstairs to the casino, just hung out for a little bit, played a little bit of roulette, whatever, you know, hung out. And it was in a different hotel than where I was staying at. And it wasn't even on the strip. It was on one of those outskirts, sketchy looking hotels. I walk outside the side door of this hotel, and right there, just hanging out waiting for the ride, was Peter Cullen and Frank Welker, just waiting for the ride to come by and pick them up. And I came up and I was like, look, you guys, you know, excuse me, I don't mean to bother you, but you know, I got to speak with them. I got to tell them how much, you know, I love my childhood because of both of them. I got to express to them how much, you know, their voice acting meant so much to me. I had a moment with them that nobody else in the con had, and that is just like one of my most absolute cherished geek moments in my life.
And here is the slab restraining order.
Yeah. And that's what this reminds me of. That will always remind me of that weekend, of that moment, of that final moment that only I got to have with my hero and his nemesis. Bam. This right here, it's not just a comic that was signed. It's a whole memory. It's a whole moment. It's everything to me when it comes down to collecting. So this is like my absolute favorite item in my collection, comic book wise. I got the twice signed by Peter Cullen.
Eman, would you mind reading us the right side of the yellow label, please?
I can. Origin and first comic appearance of the Autobots and the Decepticons, signed by Peter Cullen, Frank Welker, on March 14th, 2020. The weekend the nation shut down because of COVID, I was in Vegas. That's a whole different story, seeing the whole strip just locked down while you're there. I'll bring that up a different time.
Oh, I was there September 13th, 2001. Oh. It was a ghost town.
Holy crap, dude. Me and Rob and I had like crazy Vegas stories there with regards to stuff like that. Yeah.
We'll talk about those another time.
Yeah.
My very first time to Vegas many years ago, it snowed.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was my first trip to the Grand Canyon. It was snowing at the Grand Canyon. Yeah.
I've been to both and I didn't see snow.
Banger.
Yeah.
Vegas is a ghost town now.
Is it really?
probably not.
Oh no, dude, that sucks, man. Vegas can be fun, especially if you go outside the strip.
All right, we got time to do one, maybe two more books here, Eman.
One, maybe
so
two more. Okay, let me just grab some from my side pocket over here. Here's some Marvel action right here. Oh, okay, I picked this up from BTC. This is the Spider-Man Spider Shadow #1 Virgin, signed and sketched by Filipino superstar artist Miko Suwayan. Right there.
Nice.
I got this from a BTC. This is like when BTC had like those Miko Suwayan books, and this was one of their hitters right there. Yeah, stay up there. Rob and I don't want you in the Bay Area for now. We can't have snow.
maybe I need to rescind your invitation to the barbecue then.
It's true.
But yeah, I got this one in the box. They also had like that, CGC special label right there. This is pretty cool to have in the collection. Getting to meet Miko at a couple of cons. He's actually a pretty dope guy to get to know. I love the fact that I was able to meet him.
It was a great What If series.
Yeah.
And
I had a lot of Gwens here, but I really want to show this one because I really felt like this one was really cool. When she had the story about her Gwenom story, I really like the whole Gwenom thing that happened with her, and this is one of the few Marvel's comic books that I really tried my best to read. I have a lot of her books, but this one I think is just a little more special to me because I do like that. But this is Spider-Gwen #24, and this is supposed to be the
first appearance of
Gwenom. The first cover appearance of Gwenom. Now, this didn't happen in the book, but this is the first cover appearance of Gwenom right there. And I really thought this was super, super dope. Got this in the collection. I was like, I like this one. Can I show one more? Just one more?
Yeah.
Last one right here. Okay, this is another Spider-Gwen #1. This one I had to have in my collection. This is also a variant cover by another Filipino superstar, Wills Portacio. This is Spider-Gwen #1 by Wills Portacio. I like this cover right here. This is an homage to one of those like older Spider-Man ones, right? Yeah.
50.
I had to have this one right here by Wills. Dude, he's a legend in the industry. He's one of the reasons why I got into reading comic books back, reading with Image. Because when I found out that he was doing Wetworks, I had to just jump on that right there. But there's no Filipinos. God. There's no Filipinos in that I've ever heard of. I got to pick this guy's stuff up. So like just since then, I was like, I got to support Wills in everything that I can. So
I'm assuming you said Wetworks. You're not talking about the 90s Wetworks.
Yes. About the 90s Wetworks.
Wow. All right.
Taspiel was a part of that Image group.
Yeah. Throwback. Yeah.
That's one of the see. Look, that's how I started reading comic books, Rob. Image, Spawn, Wetworks, Wills, W. All right. Last one. I promise. Last one. Another one by Filipino superstar Miko Suwayan right here. This one was dope because Red brought this to MegaCon for me a few years back. My boy Red from the C-List Villains podcast. He's like, hey, I'm going to go meet Miko. I was like, I need you to bring the War of Realms, new Agents of Atlas #1, his virgin cover from Comic Odyssey there. I need it signed and I need it remarked. He's like, well, what do you want on it? I was like, surprise me. He's like, what about the Filipino Sun and Star? I'm like, do it. So he got this one right here. At one time, this book, someone was trying to sell this book for like $2,000 on eBay signed. And I was like, well, mine's signed and remarked. So this was one of those ultra rare books that a lot of people were trying to get. A lot of like at least Filipino comic book collectors were trying to get. Hold on. 2. I got 2 of these. Both.
And you still couldn't get a 9.9?
I still couldn't get a 9.9. Still got someone scribbled some stuff on there.
Warlord says, I've been trying to get that book in my collection for my wife who's Filipino.
I got 2.
I have a lot of OA from Filipino artists. Yeah. Damn it, E-Man. All right. Fabulous, sir. Thank you so much. That is a way to end it there. Miko, of course, making those rounds all the time. Phenomenal. We get to see him out here at San Francisco the last couple of years. It's been great. I know he's trying to make his way back out to Heroes, I've heard.
Oh, that would be fun for you guys, dude. Just If you
He was
guys can
there a
break
couple
him-
years ago, but he was
Yep.
with the unknown booth at the time. But
Yep.
if you guys can get him to look up and actually talk to you, he's pretty cool to talk to. He's constantly just
that's actually how I found out, because I was talking to him at Fan Expo. We were
Mhm.
having a conversation, and we were talking. Of course, I always thank him for his work that he does with us for Comics Curing Cancer stuff. And he's like, "Oh yeah," and he's like, and he started asking about Heroes, and he's like, "I want to get back out there. That's phenomenal." Anyways, look at that. Awesome, LeMay. Dropping it. There you go. Leafy Subs. Awesome books, man. Congratulations. Thank you so much for that. All right. We're going to do another giveaway here. But before I do that, I want to make sure that we acknowledge all those henchmen supporting the channel. All right. And having said that, let's go ahead and throw up our hashtag. We'll make it simple. Hashtag Comics Curing Cancer. Go ahead and enter that in there, and we'll be doing another set of pulls from the box here in just a second. For the old YouTube channel here over on FatStax channel, of course, 3 times a week we're dropping content. Monday is the infamous What's Coming Into My Collection with hauls and such. This week's Monday haul will include a couple items plus a mystery box, actually a New Year's ratio, mega ratio mystery box from Comic Mint for $50, 10 ratio variants, and it's quite impressive what I got out of that. So make sure you check that out on Monday. Thursdays, it's only my slabs. We're taking a look at the books that are in my collection. And of course, Thursdays, we have a guest like Eman here come and join us to talk about the books that make up their collection. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, next week, February 7th, we'll be joined by the king of slabs himself, Matt Spidey. He's going to be waking up super early to join us here on OnlySlabs as our guest. So Mad Spidey next week on OnlySlabs. Of course, also you can find me Friday mornings. I'll be on with Mark at Legion of Comics over on his channel. Friday evenings, I'm on with the low grades, and all over the place. I pop up on the Black Sheep Comic Club there. So yeah, check us out. All right. Let's see. People are getting those entries in. We got 52 out of 65. Go ahead and get those in. You got a couple more moments, and we'll pull it here. What else we got going on? Anything, Chris, that we'd missed?
I'll be dropping an Ollie's Pack video early next week where I may or may not have pulled a Golden Age book out of that retail pack. So keep your eyes peeled for that one when it drops soon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I got. I'm not going to babble anymore. We'll just make it easy in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Round and around she goes. Where she stops, well,
nobody knows.
internet knows. Ladies and gentlemen, this winner is boom, Brian Barrett. Congratulations, you are the winner here of the second set of polls from the greatest weekly giveaway box on all of YouTube.
And you know what? I want to do that same thing to him as well. A couple of comic capsules for that man right there.
All
too.
right, look at that. Let's
pull
throw that up again. Of course, special thanks out there to Eman. We're piggybacking up on his code right there, Eman10. If you go to Comic Capsules and you want to place an order, get 10% off at checkout using the code Eman10. Other links to some other discounts codes are down below, as well as the links to these guys, these fine gentlemen, in case you're not following them already. Hell, are you following this channel? Look there, see if you are. Not, I would appreciate it. All right, Chris, you know the routine. Am I assuming I'm pulling 3 and 3?
3 and 3 for double B.
All right. Third one there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right.
Let's let it ride. Stop. And those two books, your finger splits.
Ooh, that's interesting. I usually pull with the fronts facing each other, and there I got the backs against each other.
Oh. And stop. And those two books, your finger splits.
Ooh.
All right. Watch your back.
Watch your back.
There's a lot of bending there. There's a lot of bending on rolling wheels. Wow.
I like how you care, Chris.
I try. Well, you've slept with a man too, so you know, like that he has to be careful out there.
Wait, 2 CPAP machines are going.
All right, first up, we've got Spawn issue 365.
Ooh.
And this is signed by Will Torres, who's got some featured art inside.
Nice. Very nice.
We've got Ultimate Endgame #1, but you get a Walmart DC pack with it.
Oh. Look at
Courtesy
that.
of
Chris
the
is
Comic Vet.
Like Chris is pushing all them DC or those Walmart packs.
And these are the ones that I pulled out, the ones that these are like all good, clean ones too. We've got Red Coat #1, signed by Jeff Johns.
Isn't there a show or a TV or a movie being made from Red Coat too? Was that
know.
option or was it optioned? Am I just spreading? I'm spreading a rumor. I'm gonna shut up. Comic Capsule, make sure.
Red Coat #1.
That's dope.
I don't know if you've heard of this guy, Eman, or not, but this is a Amazing Spider-Man #1 homage to the Sinister Six there with a little Miko Sawaiian action.
I've heard this name before. This Miko name is fantastic. I hear he's a phenomenal artist.
We're collecting signatures today. That's 3 signatures out of this set of pull here, Brian. I hope you like signatures.
It's a great autograph placement.
Another
on that
COA.
book, too.
We got to go to some older books. We got ourselves Daredevil King Size Annual #1, featuring the Emissaries of Evil first appearance.
That sounds so 60s. It's the Emissaries of Evil.
Yes. Featuring pinups and a mix-up meeting with Stan and Jean. Then the last book pulled in this lot of books here, we've got an absolute banger, in my opinion. The New Gods, first appearance of Steppenwolf, issue #7.
That's fantastic. I know nothing about that book.
It's not that
This here is King Kirby goodness, baby.
Oh, that's King Kirby stuff? Oh,
King
automatic.
Kirby.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
automatic.
There we go. Congratulations, Brian. Big shout out to you for that. There, we'll get those books out in the mail to you, and I'll get you your contact information over to Eman so he can get you some comic capsules as well. Thank you guys all so much for joining us today. And again, remember, we're here every Saturday, the same slab time, same slab channel. We'll be joined next week again by the fabulous Mad Spidey, who, by the way, you can check him out this evening over on his channel, Mad Spidey's channel, for the Outback, where he'll be having an open panel with a lot of the comic book community discussing this, that, and the other thing that goes on, combination of pop culture and what's just going on in us. Come hang out. It's like being in a bar and overhearing what's going on at the table next to you. With that, guys, until next time, collect what you want, but don't listen to anyone, including us, and especially me. I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.